all those sciences, like, they are about the same thing. It's a different tool. Somebody love eating with the chopsticks and somebody prefer eating with a knife and fork. So you pick what suits you better.
How does it actually work? How do you go about it?
Well, first you need to pay to me.
I need to.
Normally. Number one.
Is it a hefty though? Is it a hefty price? Is it something that people can afford?
Money and love, So for you have 3, 1, 7, 11, and 22. So 3 is everything about creating something beautiful. Blogging is literally, it's your thing. Creating business for women as well would be maybe your point of growth, or more podcasts with women, The most biggest question, what I have to do in this life? Who am I? Everything is bad in my life. No money, no relationship. I don't know who I am. To be honest, people, including me, people turn into some knowledges like that when everything is like destroyed, if that makes sense, what I mean?
Yeah.
When we are happy, when we have money, we just want to live our carefree life,
Hey, good people. Welcome to another episode of Sounds Good Enough. Today I have Sasha here with us, who's going to be teaching us on numerology. Is that how you say it, right?
Numerology.
Numerology.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. It's a tongue twister, eh?
Yeah, and a brain twister,
Yeah.
I believe, for many people as well,
Yeah. So I was actually, because I like to at least have an idea of
Yeah,
like,
what is this?
yeah, what the
So
thing
what?
is.
So what kind of idea do you have for now about the numerology?
My understanding is numbers have meaning. That's like my basic understanding. But to go further than that, not so.
For me, I must say, literally, before I started to study myself numerology, I always thought it's some like, child game in a way. That's what all kids do. They take their date of birth, and it's called like a Pythagoras square. And then you write out like, okay, I've got 3 ones. Then I've got no 2s, and then I've got 1 3, and then you're like, okay, my character is like this and like that. I remember when I was like maybe 12 years old, it was the vibe,
Yeah.
And then of it now I'm like, I was 35, almost year old woman, and I'm like, numerology. Let me try it out. So when I tried it out as a client, it blew my mind, and I was like, this is not a child's play here, like at all. So numerology is what we do. We take your date of birth and we decode it. I construct a big and beautiful star, which contains 30 numbers.
Okay.
They can be repeating themselves, or 22 of them can be very different, okay? And that is what we say, all your like tasks and missions for this life, they are decoded inside of that star, inside of those 30 numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the baseline.
Okay. So wouldn't you say, because like sometimes certain things, they do have meaning, but some things they could also be just random, and we as people attach meaning to it. Is that a possibility that you could say that these numbers together means this, but it doesn't necessarily mean this? It's just like something that we as people just attached to it.
I think it's been always kind of comforting for me that my life depends on me, and I'm the builder of my reality. But I don't think I ever had like actually balls to like really take an assertive dominance that yes, I am fully in charge of my life. I'm the one who built my life. It's been also always easier for me to say, it's just a shitty boyfriend. It's the bad neighbor.
Yeah.
Like pointy fingers, right?
Yeah.
We all like doing it. But actually, you are the creator of your reality, and which means that you take full responsibility for your life. And numerology helps us to understand in which exact directions we need to take that responsibility, because like somewhere you kind of doing better in life, and somewhere some certain areas you kind of living in the negative manifestations. Let's call it that way. So I don't believe in destiny. Destiny is kind of already written. That is why you were born in a certain day. I was born in a certain day. So it's already written out in a way. But we write our destiny in terms of how I'm going to live this day. Am I gonna fulfill all of my talents, what Mother Nature gave me, for example, based on the numbers, right? Because that's my science, that's what I follow. Or I'm gonna just have another bad day in my life. You know what I mean? So destiny or not, it's your choice. It's your choice to put everything on destiny or to take responsibility for your life and build a bright future for yourself and for those who are around you as well.
Is it closely related to a horoscope?
I think it's very closely related. For example, me as a numerologist, I have my personal astrologist,
Okay.
and then she has me as her personal numerologist. So all those sciences, like, they are about the same thing. It's a different tool. Somebody love eating with the chopsticks, and somebody prefer eating with a knife and fork. So you pick what suits you better. And that, that's my opinion.
So is there a way that it could be wrong though? That yes, like let's say for you as a guru, I come to you and then I tell you that this and that and that, and then you tell me that because of this number, that and that
And then
that,
you're like,
this is,
doesn't sound
yeah.
like me. Normally, what happens when you do a full consultation, or even just like a consultation on a part of life, like a relationship or career, normally the people who say, "Oh no, that doesn't ring the bell. This is not me at all." Normally, it's the people who completely deny actually their talents and who they are, and they live like in that very deep minus, like, as I said, negative manifestations. Normally, it's that type of people who, just not really doing a good job in terms of self-work and self-development. I'm not saying, yes, guys, this is number one, just listen to what I say. Everybody must speak exactly as I mentioned just now, what resembles with them the most,
Okay.
But as you mentioned also in the very beginning of podcast, that you don't really know what numerology is. And same as I'd say 95% of people in South Africa and across the globe as well. But the people who came to me personally and they trusted me, they were blown away, by the accuracy. So as you said, numbers have meaning. So yeah, numbers do have meaning. When we see our numbers on bank account, we're like, I trust these numbers. So why can't we trust our numbers from our date of birth,
Yeah. I mean, okay, so for me, I'm Christian, right? And the number 3 is very like important with us, like the
7 as
Father,
well is
Son,
considered
7
as a
as
Christian
well,
number.
and so I do believe that numbers do have like a certain level of meaning, but I think for me, where I disagree is like when, like you said in the beginning, like we are the master of our own destination, our own journey, and then somebody will make it all about, they don't think for themselves to some extent. Like, oh, if this thing says it, I'm just gonna do it without actually considering or having a well thought out.
So how about the Christianity? Because I do have those questions like, oh no, I'm Christian, I'm
Yeah.
Christian. No, I cannot do numerology, and I'm like, first of all, it's your choice, absolutely. Secondly, it's not a religion. In numerology, you as a client especially, you don't pray to no one. You don't ask, I don't know, from higher powers, higher sources.
Yeah.
I don't do it as well as a numerologist. I do, but I'm a Buddhist. I'm not a Christian person, but that's other topic. So what I wanted to say is, like, I heard from Christian people here in Johannesburg in particular, I'm Christian. No, I cannot do anything with it. Suit yourself. But for example, even in Christianity or modern Christianity, there are angel numbers. And everybody's like, oh, it's the angel have spoken with me, 1111.
It's my language now.
You see,
Yeah.
repeating numbers. In numerology, we do have explanation for all of those, but it's not exactly, we don't say it's the angels speaking to you or giving you signs. We say that you are very in tune actually with the space, like with as a universe, as Mother Nature, God as a God creation, and you're just in tune, And then when you see repeating numbers, it's you just getting extra messages, which can guide you.
Okay. So, how does it actually work? Let's say right now I
Mm-hmm.
come to you to our office. I
Mm-hmm.
want to consult. How does it actually work? How do you go about it?
Well, first you need to pay to me.
I need to.
Normally, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because it's the energy exchange,
Yeah.
and that's how it works. First, you need to give money, and then receive something in return.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know,
Let's get that
that's
one
on
out the
that's
way.
on a normal.
Yeah.
That's on a normal day. You
Yeah.
know, then I'm gonna pull out my iPad
Okay.
where I do have my calculator. Are we gonna have a look at you right now?
Let's do it like yeah. Let's do
Since
a
you are
practical.
since you are a
Let me
non-believer,
try to see. Yeah.
let me try to impress you here. You know.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna need your date of birth, and that's it.
Okay. My date of birth is the 30th of January, 1996. Giving my date of birth out there to
19?
the world. 1996.
1996.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me show to the guys and let me show it to you. This is
Okay.
beautiful you.
Okay.
As I said, it's in a star, and here we have triangle of personality, ancestors triangle, money career, relationship, and health. And in the middle we have a higher purpose of the soul. You know?
Okay.
So the concept is you fulfill, as I said, all these 30, missions. Basically, it's not even missions, it's your actually talents. And they are divided into different areas of life because first six is your personal talents. Then the other next six is your talents which your bloodline, your ancestors passed down to you. And because they are no longer alive, to like, Musa, let's go. Do it, you know?
Okay.
Then another six numbers in career. If you utilize all of them, you can become filthy rich. Then, have a very healthy and fulfilling relationship and still stay healthy, after all of this. So normally when I do a quick consultation, we look at these main five numbers. So they are like our key missions for this life. So for you, you have 3, 1, 7, 11, and 22. So 3 is everything about creating something beautiful. Creating beautiful. Blogging is literally it's your thing, creating business for women as well would be maybe your point of growth or more podcasts with women, for real. Number one, very interesting because it's, as I said, it's from your ancestors. So they want you to be the pioneer. They want you to be the leader. They want you to be number one. But like number one, maybe not in something what for example, your father used to do, but something new, something brand new. That you're starting something new and they're all going to support you because it's the talent they passed on to you. Number 7, also very interesting because sevens is warrior energy. Okay, warrior and leader. Yes. So you see, now you've got one. Go, go, go. Number 7, also go and conquer new worlds. 7 is all about also living very active lifestyle. And now, because it's in your money triangle, if you will be like, today you go on a date, for example, today you do some work, then tomorrow you take a drive to Hearties. Like small little things gonna start spinning the wheels of your life. And number 7 is the one and only number which allows you to make those quantum jumps, from like one reality to literally like the next reality. But the secret is like doing the small steps, art of small steps. Business online also will be great for you since you have 7. 11 is a talent in the voice. So again, you're doing already right thing, as doing the podcast, because you do have talent in your voice. People will be listening to you. And also normally it's 2 only have kind of power in the voice. But 11 also already have an immense mental and physical strength as well. But you might get aggressive because it's just so much of energy passing through your body.
Yeah.
So in order that, just go into some boxing, Muay Thai, just to... And definitely use the talent in your voice. And the last one is 22. You belong to the stage. You belong to the stage. You need to be on
Thank
the
you.
stage, and you that how do you call it, like that eternal child, inside of your heart. Keep that light. That's gonna bring you very far in your life because only people who never stop dreaming they actually achieve something really great and like beyond normal, so-called normal people comprehension.
Yeah.
So that's to give you a little quick and small breakdown. But
Yeah.
you do have another interesting numbers here as
Okay.
well.
Is there anything negative though? Like, do you also read like the negative side? Because most of those things were very, very positive.
So, for example, yeah, exactly as I said. Obviously, people would like to come to me and they're like, "Ah, I have this problem. I hate my boyfriend. My work is so bad." And I'm like, I only need to know your name and your date of birth. That's it. And then you're going to come to me, or we're going to do a Zoom call. It's going to take us 1.5, 2 hours. Then I do go, nah, 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 nah. And I'm like, any questions? They're like, no, no questions. They're like, now I need to actually stand up and do something in this life. There is no bad numbers. There is no good numbers, but there is positive manifestations of them. And if you're not following them, then you're going to fall into negative manifestations. And that is why always there are recommendations how to turn, how to flip the coin from one side to right side.
Okay. That's quite interesting. So you're basically saying that all of them are positive. If you don't, in a sense, like follow some of the things, you will obviously end up in a negative light of it.
All of them have great amount of potential, you know? For example, people like Elon Musk and us, he has, for example, same numbers, but it's just because he kept on living through his numbers to almost its fullest, right? Then it feels like he is very different from us. For example, why it's also interesting example for me, because we have lots of numbers repeating at like, you know, the bottom of the star. So it just shows I'm not even close to that level, but it just shows to me, for example, that wow, Sasha, just there is nothing impossible for real. It's gonna take hard work. It's gonna take maybe 5 hours of sleep every day, but everything is possible. So what I wanted to say, so as I said, it's 22 numbers which I use in my system.
Yeah.
All of them have, again, almost no bottom line of potential, unlimited potential. Some of them are more about being artistic and being more creative. Others are more about passing down your knowledge, being a teacher, being a guru, being spiritual guide, you know? Some of them are about talent in the voice, you belong to the stage. So normally, each and every person combines quite a few of those different sets of numbers, you
Yeah.
know? And that is why each and every of us, we are such like complex people, you know, like a diamond. We have so many different sides. So with this is just kind of, it's like your map, you know? You're like, okay, I am really, really talented in terms of creativity, and I always wanted to be more creative in my life, but society or parents or something, you know, like sometimes they damage us and they stop us from achieving our dreams. So for me personally, when I've seen my star, I'm like, it was like a green light. That now I can go and live my child dreams and be who I always wanted to be.
Okay. So what are some of like the common questions that you get when people come to you?
Well, number one is the money, you know. Number one.
Is it a
Number
hefty though? Is it a hefty price? Is it something that people can afford?
money and love, you know, money and love, or it's you know, it's even like the most biggest question, like what I have to do in this life, who am I, everything is bad in my life, no money, no relationship, I don't know who I am, I work on some job which I don't like. So it's normally not just one question. Normally, you know, like one question always follows like by other questions and stuff. But to be honest, people, including me, back in 2024 in July, also, normally people turn into some knowledges like that when everything is like destroyed. If that makes sense, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
When we are happy, when we have money, we just want to live our carefree life, you know. So normally, when people come to me, it's either they're just completely lost. They might have money and love and everything, but they're like, but I don't feel anything. I don't feel like this life belongs to me, and I don't feel
They feel
nothing.
empty. Yeah.
Empty.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that was my case, I think. That's how I came to numerology. And other case, yeah, it's just quite standard. That's kind of everything is bad, or people think that, oh, I don't have money and this is my biggest struggle. So now Sasha helped me to make money. And I'm like, you know, now you have only one problem. You think you have only one problem. But the moment you reach money, now you have all the problems in the world, if that makes sense. So that's why it's so important to work simultaneously on your inner peace, on showing yourself, showing off your talents, helping other people. And that is actually how you're gonna make money. Not following certain jobs, the jobs which provide you with money and stuff. You know, if that makes sense.
No, I honestly agree with you on that one, because you need to follow to some extent like your purpose, and knowing what your life's purpose is. That's how you actually get to a point where you do make money. You know, because people end up in jobs, and just because it's like something that's
Exactly.
commonly known, that
And that is
that's
why
what
they
you should
adapt
do.
to not feeling so happy and fulfilled, you know?
Cool. Thanks for coming. But before you leave, what are your last thoughts on this? It's a very interesting topic, by the way. But what's like your last like thought, or you know?
Of course, I would recommend to everybody to come to me, you know.
Yeah.
But even again, coming back to Christianity, because I was born in Christian family, and my mom was quite Christian. Know thyself, and it's for real. The main gift that we can give to ourselves is to learn ourselves through and through first. And if we know ourselves, then we wouldn't have questions. Why I'm here? Why I'm unhappy? Because, for example, in numerology, you gotta see clearly why you are unhappy, because you're not going this. You're not, for example, using your voice. You're not working online, for example. You're not showing yourself. You're not being on the stage. That is why you're unhappy.
You're not being your
You know what I mean?
genuine self. You're not being your genuine self.
Yes, and that's what makes you unhappy. So that's what I wanted to say at last. That, guys, if you want to learn yourself, you know where to find me.
Cool. Where can they find you? Where can they contact you?
Well, I'm still building my website. For now, it's my Instagram, The Modern Guru. Website literally will be done like in a week or so. And we're also busy on creating an app with my amazing team,
Okay.
where everybody will be able to
Use the calculator.
to
you
use the
just showed us.
calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously we're not gonna do everything for free, but it will be a basic version which will be for free. And if you get a feel and a good touch of it, and you feel it's something what resembles with you, then obviously there will be a monthly subscription with lots of other stuff like compatibility, business compatibility, daily prognostics, what is the day to day, and what would be favorable specifically for you with your date of birth to do and not to do today. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's lots of work in progress for now.
All right, no, I'll leave all the details in the description.
Oh,
Go
thank you.
check it out for sure. But this is quite interesting. I am one person like I said, I am Christian, but I am open to like learning new things. Even if I don't take it, it's nice to be open to different conversations.
I think it's very important to make always your own opinion, if that makes sense. You don't have to like go and die. For example, I used to live in the Middle East, and I just been studying Quran just because I was interested to learn something about the culture. Did I become Muslim? No.
No.
The knowledge not gonna pursue you and perceive you to be an adept. Well, unless it's a cult or something.
Yeah.
Which is not a cult, guys. It's not a cult here.
Okay, so numerology is not a cult.
No, it's not a cult. It's not a cult. But I am a charismatic leader, I would like to think.
I mean, you have to be a good leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, thank you for coming. I really
you,
appreciate this knowledge that you just gave me. You said very kind words to me today, so which is
Did they,
quite nice.
did they resemble
Yeah,
with you?
yeah, some did. Yeah, some did. Quite a lot actually. I'm not saying
Okay,
quite a lot. So
don't
I
be
was
shy
I was
about
quite happy. Like, oh yeah, on stage, hey.
Yay! Empowerment.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and do all the good YouTube stuff. Okay.